everybody, Steve Clayton here, and welcome to the final video, the last video of our Blueprint Project Black Edition pre-launch sequence. We're going to talk a lot about just exactly what Blueprint Project is and what's inside of it. But just before we get to that, I just want to say I hope you've had a chance to see the other videos, and if not, they're right over there. And so I strongly encourage you to kind of take a look at those before you watch this one. And also right over there, you have access, in celebration of our launch here, you've got access to two of the most important tools within Blueprint Project Black Edition. And guys, I got to tell you, these tools will make you money whether you go with our stuff, you're doing your own thing, you're doing somebody else's thing, I don't care. These tools are ridiculously valuable, okay? And so I just want to give them to you. So please make sure that you register for those. And again, right over there, you can get access to those tools. Strongly encourage that. So, as I said, this is our last video, and I am going to tell you all the gore details about what the Blueprint Project Black Edition is, what's included in it, and then I'm going to go through a bunch of questions that we've received about the Blueprint Project Black Edition. People have concerns, and I want to address those, okay? Now, you probably know that we've been doing these kinds of sites for a lot of years now, okay? And when we were looking at putting together the Blueprint Project Black Edition, we said, you know, I think that we need to do something different. What our customers have said over the years is, your training is great, you know, your tools are wonderful, the content is outstanding. Maybe what we're missing is a bit more of the plan, you know, the exact do this, then do this, then do that, a seat at the table next to you, you know, while you're doing this, that kind of a thing, so that I can, you know, do exactly what you're doing. And we took that to heart. And so the Blueprint Project Black Edition is a little bit different in that we said, why don't we start from where many of our customers are starting? And if you're not starting from scratch and zero, that's okay too, because there's plenty of incredible material in Blueprint Project Black Edition. But many of our customers are starting from zero, they're starting from scratch. So let's put a challenge to ourselves. Let's do the same thing. We'll start from zero, start from scratch, we'll set a goal, build $1 million business within a year, and we did that. We did it actually within 8 months, okay? And that is, first and foremost, the thread that holds everything together in the Blueprint Project Black Edition. It is a project plan, it is a seat at the table next to us as we did this, okay? So, first and foremost, it's a project plan. And this product is all about showing you exactly how we accomplished building this $1 million business in 8 months, okay? Giving you all the necessary information, the tools, and the help to make a nice living online. So it's a whole set of plans, project plan, processes, tools, procedures, best practices, a complete blueprint for developing niche e-commerce sites, selling physical products, getting free traffic from Google, and having suppliers manage your inventory and shipping. So your job then is to, you know, find these markets, and of course we show you how, build these sites, and we show you how, so you don't have to have any of this, you know, expertise, and cash the checks. So what are the steps exactly, and how does it all come together? You know, how does Blueprint Project Black Edition get you there? First step we have to do is we got to find a market, right? We need to find our customers. What are we going to sell, and how are we going to sell? So the key for this is to find a market that is truly ready to buy, okay? These people have their credit cards in their hand, they're on the web searching, you know, they are ready, they just want to key in their credit card and get this product. And they're out there, believe me. And you know, you do not need a lot of those folks in order to have a successful site, as we'll see later on. So these people have what we call high commercial intent. And as I said, they're on the search engines, they got their credit card out. So we've got a whole process, okay, that walks you through finding these niches and finding how these people are searching such that they have their credit card out, they're ready to buy, and in keyword phrases that we're looking for, people are typing certain things in, that we can compete in, okay? And this is a process that's just absolutely proven over and over and over again. We've done it many, many times, again, over and over again over the years. We are able to find these niches, and we are able to find these entrees into the search engine where people are ready to buy and that we can compete and we can get our traffic, okay? So we show you all of that. We've got a whole checklist and process. We've got just an amazing tool called Discover Niches that really helps us drill down and finds out the right things for you to sell in your sites. And we make sure that there's enough traffic, there's enough people searching, and that we can compete. And believe me, at the end of the day, after you go through our process, our plan, our checklist, you're going to have more ideas than you have time to build sites for. I absolutely guarantee that, okay? We've got a backlog of, I don't know, 20 ideas kind of sitting around that we may or may not get to at some point. So, you only need a couple ideas to start with. So first and foremost, it's all about finding the market, and we give you all the training, all the secrets, all the tips, and an incredible tool or two that are absolutely amazing to help you do that. Okay, next you have to build a site. And again, we wanted to make sure that nobody had to have any experience with web design, didn't have to know what a web server is, didn't have to know what an SSL certificate is, anything like that. So we've got, I think, the easiest to use e-commerce platform that has been, just gone through many iterations and a lot of evolution over the last 2 or 3 years. We use it for every single one of our sites we have since the beginning. And so we're constantly upgrading it, constantly changing it. And, I think at this point, it's the best it has ever been. And it is absolutely push button functionality. Okay, so you don't have to be a copywriter, you don't have to be a web designer. You push a button, all right? It installs the store on there, and included in installing the store are all the best practices that we've tested, that we've developed over years to make sure that the store converts. Make sure that when people come to the site, they buy, okay? So you get all of that. It's all in one box. You push a button, it installs the software. What's important, it installs the software on your domain. Okay, this is not like a Yahoo store or some of these other bizarre things that you buy into and you don't actually own the store. It's on some shared domains and you can't sell it later on and all that kind of good stuff. These are your domains. You get a license to use this software on as many domains as you want. You don't have to pay us ever again for any of this stuff. You get in there, you put the software on there, you can do whatever you want with it, okay? But you get everything. Push a button, install the software, and you now have the best practices that we have spent years developing to make sure that your site converts. Okay, so now you found your market, you found your niche, you found how you're going to get into the search engine, how you're going to get your traffic, you've got your site built. You need a supplier. You need to find a partner who is going to handle all your inventory and shipping. Now, back a couple years ago when we first started teaching this was a bit of a challenge because there were only 1 or 2 products on the market that really had a very good directory of these sorts of suppliers and resources. And they were very expensive, to the tune of like $400. And we wanted desperately to be sort of one-stop shopping, where it's a business in a box and you came to us and we gave you everything that you needed and, you didn't have to go buy anything anywhere else, other than registering domains. So a couple years ago at this point, we invested heavily and have been investing heavily since then in developing our own database of suppliers. It's actually a separate product of ours that we sell, but of course it's included in the price of the Blueprint Project Black Edition. And it has millions of products by thousands and thousands of suppliers who are ready, willing, and able to partner with you, okay? So that's how we solve this problem. I personally think it is the absolute best resource on the market right now. And, again, we had to include it in the package because we really didn't want you to go out and have to buy anything else. Now, I will say that I absolutely guarantee you that you will be coming up with ideas, niches, things that you would want to sell that we don't have suppliers for. Guarantee it. And I hope you do because, it's the name of the game. It's coming up with all sorts of different crazy ideas. You'd be amazed at the crazy things that we sell online. Absolutely amazed. So I've got something else to offer you, and that is we have a team of very, very experienced product sourcers available. Okay, and these folks have put together all of their tips, on how to find suppliers, even outside of our database. And then as a last resort, we have what I call our secret weapon, and that is the ability to put a support ticket in directly to that product sourcing team led by Dave Hermanson, and they will help you find suppliers. Now that's what I'm talking about. I'm talking about real help. You've got a seat at the table, step by step. We go through the whole thing with you. Okay, now you need people to come visit your site, right? I always love going into, a room full of business people, small business people, and I ask, okay, how many people have a website? Everybody raises their hand. And then I ask, okay, how many people have people that visit the website? And like nobody raises their hand. So, it's not about just build it and magically people will come, right? There needs to be a plan for you to get traffic to your website. And boy, do we have a plan. We've got a bunch of plans, because that's the name of the game, is to have this diversity of different ways that people can come in and visit your site and buy your products. And we are an expert at this, okay? We have done this again and again and again, over and over again. This is absolutely replicatable, if that's a word, all right? We start with SEO, and we have a step-by-step plan that absolutely anyone can follow. We've had thousands of people follow it, thousands of people getting great results. You can do it yourself. You absolutely, if you pick the right, if you follow our whole process and you pick the right markets and keywords and such, you will absolutely get ranked somewhere in the top 5, maybe top 3, hopefully number 1 of Google for the terms that you're going after, and you will get visitors to your site and you will make sales, okay? Absolutely. Because again, I have seen this again and again and again and again, all right? It's completely, totally doable, all right? So step by step, you get exactly the plan that we use for every single one of our sites, and you can do it yourself. And it can also be outsourced. I mean, we actually have an outsourcing company now that, we were so thrilled with them because they did literally all of our outsourcing. Now, mind you, we have lots of sites, right? So our outsourcing bill, started to approach about $10,000 a month for this kind of work. But when you're working on 1 or 2, it's nothing like that. So please don't be scared. But we were so excited about this company that we worked with for over a year that we ended up merging with that company. And so if you ever want to outsource your link building, your SEO, which believe me, we show you exactly how to do it, you can do that with us. Okay. It just want to make sure that everybody, really understands how doable it is to get free traffic from Google. I don't want people to fear SEO. People think, oh, geez, I got to get, so this whole thing hinges upon getting in the top 5 of Google. I'll never make that happen, Well, of course you will. It is not hard, okay? The secret is just picking the right way in, okay? And we teach you the whole thing. We have, again, a proven plan. And the other thing is, you do not need a lot of visitors, all right? Our plans are built on getting about 200 people a day to each of our stores and making about a sale a day for one store. You have 3 of those and you can reach that $50,000 a year mark, and you have 5 of those. It all depends on your average profit, right? But if you look at the average profit of our sites, those are the right metrics. So 200 visitors a day, 200 people a day. I could probably get 200 people a day just, hanging my head out the window and screaming at them. Maybe. So don't fear SEO. Don't fear this whole process. We tell you exactly what to do. And it works. I've seen it again and again.